So my wife and I went to a tag and title company today down in Redline to add her name to the title of my Thunderbird sports car. Those of you who follow me for a while have seen it. I've featured it from time to time. And I've had it 12 years. And I decided it was time to put her name on it, in case anything ever happened to me. The government wouldn't step in and make life difficult for her to take it over and have it as her own. It's totally paid for. And of course, every year I pay exorbitant government fees, license fees, and inspection fees, and anything else they can think of. The adding her name to the title of my car. It's just my car. She is my wife. Okay, has been for 6 years. Adding her name to the title took an hour and a half and $170 because of government. Now, what the hell business it was of government that I was adding a name on a title is beyond me. It's beyond me. Why the government would have so many forms that it would take an hour and a half to fill them all out is appalling. And the fact that the government would charge $170 to add a name. Her name is not, 10, 15, 20 words long. It doesn't take several pages to assign her name. It's a little short name. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 syllables. $170 in an hour and a half. Folks, things are out of control. We have a government that is abusive. It's no longer just, inconvenient or maybe, a little bit obnoxious or infringing. It is totally abusive now. Abusive. That's abusive. That's abusive. Maybe they'd say, well, we had to charge $170. It took 2 hours and a half. Well, the reason it took an hour and a half is because you had us fill out so many of your damn forms. Could have been, it was one name added on to a title. Okay? Added on to a title. We can't go on like this. We can't go on like this. I had a doctor when I first moved here. He was the best doctor I've ever had. Caring, there for you whenever you needed him. He quit. I said, why are you quitting? You have an incredible number of patients. Everybody loves you. He said, I can't take any more government of the government's infringement. I can't take any more of the government dictates. I can't take any more of the government paperwork. This is all intentional. These are control mechanisms and thievery mechanisms to pick your pocket. Look, you need to understand something. The government considers every penny you work hard to make its own. Every penny. Every penny that you make, the government feels rightly entitled to. That's where we are today. That's why it keeps up this crap all the time. Give me less services. My wife is from Honduras, said this would have cost nothing in Honduras. She said, okay, we don't have as many services in Honduras, but we don't need all those government services. They get along just fine. Because government largely leaves them alone. That's all we want. Government, leave us alone. We've had it. Don't talk about all the great services you provide. We don't want them. The service, we just provided you a great service of adding your wife's name to the title. Well, what's the service you provided? There are very few, keep up the streets, maintain the streets, I don't even care if you shut down the post office, shut it down, shut down the Department of Education, shut down the Department of Labor, shut down the Department of Agriculture, shut it all down. We don't want you in our lives. You are too expensive and oppressive. That's a message we have to give to government. If we don't, we will soon not have one freedom or one penny left. Okay, so we better damn well get serious about this, because this government is not going to stop. It is rapacious, it is hegemonous, and it is oppressive. All right, so let's join together. Let's fight back. Let's bring it in. This government has to just be essentially disbanded. Essentially disbanded. You know, most of the government office buildings in Washington, turn them into high-cost condos. Give a damn. Give a damn. Won't affect me. If HUD closes, my life will get better. I won't have to worry about them coming onto this block and turning all the damn housing into government housing and then filling it with miscreants at my tax expense and yours. All right, folks, let's bring it to an end. Let's fight it. Let's do this thing.